Hey, fifth graders, we're back, and today we're going to talk about place value and then rounding numbers to a specific place value, okay? So let's get started. All right, I've just got some blanks here, and first we're going to talk about numbers left of the decimal, okay? And when we talk about numbers left of the decimal, we always start with the one to the very right, okay? So this first place value is the ones place, okay? The next place value is the tens. Okay, so if I had a number in here, 53, I know that I have 3 ones and 5 tens. Okay, our next place value is hundreds. And I'm going through this kind of quick because I think 5th grade's pretty much got this. Okay, so if I put this in here, I have 6 hundreds, 5 tens, and 3 ones. Okay. All right, the next one to the left of the first comma is the thousands place. Thousands, okay? And so I have 9,000, 6 hundreds, 5 tens, 3 ones. And then I have 10 thousands. So you can start to see here that we have ones, tens, hundreds, and then we have a comma. So we have 1,000s, 10,000s, and then it'll be 100,000s. You got it. Okay, now to the right of the decimal, there is a couple key differences. It kind of follows the same pattern, but there's 2 key differences. The first one is they end in THS. Okay? The next one is we're going to follow the same pattern except there's no once. I tell my kids there's no once because once sounds silly. So when we get to the right of the decimal, we skip the ones, and then we have tenths. Because remember I said they all end in that. So then we would have hundredths. Okay. Then we would have thousandths, 10,000ths. As long as they end in that THS. And remember our first place is tenths. We don't start with ones. There are no ones. Okay. So now I'm going to have a number here. And I want you to round to the nearest hundred. The nearest hundred. So first tell me what number is the hundred place. You got it. The 3 is in the hundred place. And if I am rounding to that spot, I look at the number right behind it. I know if it's 5 or more, I'm going to round up. If it's 4 or less, I'm going to keep it. Okay, so it is more than 5, so I'm going to round my 3 up. So if I round to the nearest hundred, anything to the left of what I've underlined stays. My underlined number either stays or goes up, and in this case we said it's going to go up. And anything to the right of my underlined number becomes zeros. So 5,387 rounded to the nearest hundred is 5,400. Okay, let's try another one, guys. I want to round to the nearest whole number. The nearest whole number. Now remember, my whole numbers are to the left of my decimal. So the nearest whole number would be the first place or the ones place. I still look right behind it to decide if I'm going to round. 1 is 4 or less. So I'm going to keep it. Remember, anything to the left of it stays. I said I'm keeping this, and anything to the right of it becomes zeros. Okay, do we need these 2 zeros after the decimal? You're right, we don't. It's simpler just to write 12. Okay, let's try another one. All right, this one, I want to round to the nearest hundredths place. The nearest hundredths place. So first tell me, what is the hundredths place? What number? You got it. That's the 5 because we don't have any ones. So it's tenths, hundredths. We're going to look behind it. I see a 6, so I'm going to go up. So to the left stays 1.3. I said this is going up. And everything behind it becomes zeros. Okay? And that is the same as, because remember, after a decimal, those zeros on the end we can take off. Okay? Alrighty, guys. So remember our places. We have ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000, 100,000s, millions, 10 millions, and 100 millions. And our decimals, remember, have that THS on the end. There's no ones place. We go tenths, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, etc. Okay, and underline the place that you're rounding to. Draw your arrow to the number behind it. And then decide, is it 5 or greater? Or 4 or more that the arrow is pointing to. That tells us if we go up or keep it. Numbers to the left, we stay. The underlined number either goes up or keeps. And numbers to the right become zeros. All right, guys. Great work today. We'll see you tomorrow.